So here are 8 survival tips that might just save your life. It's a given that you shouldn't waste your water when you're trapped somewhere without easy access to liquids. But just because you can survive much longer without any food than water, that doesn't mean you shouldn't drink any at all. Some people have been found dead due to dehydration even though they still had a reasonable amount of water left. Think of it like a chocolate stash. You don't want to eat it all at once, but at the same time you don't want to wait so long that the chocolate expires and becomes that white, crumbly, bitter stuff. The first thing you need to do is take the plant apart into its various pieces, from its stem to roots, leaves, and berries. Next, take each piece and smell it thoroughly. If it has a bad, acrid, acidic, or bitter odor, discard it immediately. Then take the remaining pieces and touch them to your wrists or arms. If it causes swelling, irritation, or pain, then get rid of that too. Next, chew a little bit of it and leave it in your mouth for about 10 to 15 minutes. If it begins to taste bitter or you feel pain in your mouth, then spit it out immediately. Finally, wait for a few hours, yes, hours, to feel for any ill side effects, such as sickness, swelling, pain, or, unnecessary bowel movements. If it passes these tests, then dig in, and then move on to the next few ones until you have a full 5-course meal. Diabetes in the forest. You may have heard about some people who have survived falls from several thousand feet without a parachute. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If you're falling from heights like that, the odds of you surviving may not be in your favor. But odds can be changed and influenced with the right variables. So first, try to slow down your speed by spreading out your body, arms, and legs. But remember to bend your arms and legs just a little bit to help control your descent down to this heavenly, stable earth. I don't know what came over me, I just wanted to say that. Anyways, after that, just try to control your body so that you land in soft places such as haystacks, fields, snow, or if absolutely necessary, onto higher ground. But try not to aim for a forest unless you have to, because that may cause you to be impaled, which last time I checked is not good. These are the most destructive and deadliest weapons mankind has ever made. When we invented them, we unlocked the ability to not only destroy our enemies, but the whole human race along with it. So if you're in close proximity to one, I'm sorry you're dead. But if you're lucky enough to be several miles away from it, you may have enough time to get away from the shockwave. Try to get as deep underground as possible, then don't go outside. Ever. Try to stay as far away from the blast as possible, and not get into contact with any fallout that will follow, seeing as how it will be extremely radioactive. And, no, you won't turn into the Hulk. Try to stay away from surface dwellers, because they may have been, exposed to large amounts of radiation, which causes brain damage. When you are being taken hostage during a robbery, it's best to stay calm. I know, better said than done, but it's really good not to act so impulsively as to get yourself killed. But remember, the calmer you are, the calmer your captor will be, even if just a little. Talk to them calmly and try to make a connection so that they begin to lower their guard. And then once they do, attack them as hard as you can, because you're the protagonist and you're gonna be the hero. God bless America. I'm joking, don't do that. Never try to be a hero. Money is replaceable. You, however, aren't. As far as I know. Yeah, I ran out of ideas. When a horde of zombies starts to attack, it's best to stay put and stay in a secure spot, away from windows and easily openable doors. Most likely, mobs and hordes will develop, and you don't want to be in the middle of that when it happens. So wait for a couple of hours, or days if you can, and when all the mobs subside or are eaten, you need to go on supply runs. You know, like in video games, except you only have one life. Since you don't want to get stranded without weapons, food, or water, if possible, go to a Costco for food. because those things are enormous, and the odds of the mobs taking everything is very small. You'll probably find a block of tofu at the least. Then get back to your hideout and try to fortify it as quickly as possible. Use boards, water bottles, other people, cotton swabs, tissue boxes, tissue paper, old microphones, discarded waste. After all that, all you need to do is wait for the government to save you. Unless they've abandoned you, in which case, go to a place that's extremely humid or extremely cold. Because last time I checked, stumbling corpses don't do well in heat or cold.